The Vetala is a legendary creature from Indian mythology that is both mysterious and eerie, often sending shivers down the spine of those who hear its stories. This being is usually described as a kind of restless spirit or ghost that inhabits graveyards and deserted burial grounds. The Vetala is famous across India for its ability to possess dead bodies, making them walk again and causing fear among villagers and travelers. Legends about the Vetala have been told for hundreds of years and are especially popular in the ancient Sanskrit stories known as the Vetala Panchavimshati, or 25 Tales of the Vetala. These stories often appear in medieval collections such as the famous Vetala Panchavimshati, where Vetala interacts with King Vikramaditya. The Vetala has roots in early Indian beliefs about the afterlife and the restless dead, and has continued to capture the imagination of people for generations. The Vetala does not have just one shape. Instead, it often appears as a shadowy, formless presence, or as a pale, thin figure that looks both human and otherworldly. When the Vetala possesses a corpse, the body is usually stiff and walks in a strange, jerky way, with lifeless eyes that seem to glow in the darkness. Vetala is sometimes described as having long, talon-like fingers, tangled, wild hair, and a voice that sounds hollow or echoing, sending chills to anyone who hears it. One of the Vetala's most chilling abilities is its power to possess corpses, making them move and speak as though they are alive again. The Vetala can read people's thoughts and knows their secrets, which allows it to play tricks or challenge those who encounter it. It has the power to leave its host body at will, sometimes slipping in and out so quickly that no one can be sure whether a corpse is actually possessed. For many people, the Vetala represents the unsettled spirits of those who died with unfinished business or without proper rituals, symbolizing the importance of peace after death. It is also seen as a symbol of the thin boundary between life and death, reminding people not to disturb graves or disrespect the dead. The Vetala's stories often warn listeners about the consequences of meddling with powers beyond their understanding. The most well-known stories about the Vetala are told in the tales of King Vikramaditya, who is challenged by the Vetala to solve tricky riddles. In these tales, the Vetala tries to escape by asking difficult questions, hoping the king will speak and break his silence, which would allow the Vetala to fly away. Each time the king answers, the Vetala returns to the same corpse, and the story repeats, showing the cleverness of both the ghost and the king. Vetala are not purely evil, as they sometimes help people by sharing wisdom, but they are mostly seen as mischievous or dangerous because of their frightening appearance and strange powers. They enjoy asking riddles and creating challenges, which can teach important lessons or reveal hidden truths to those who listen closely. In general, their actions depend on how people treat them and the dead, showing both a justice and a warning in their stories. In Hindu beliefs, Vetala are sometimes linked to dark spirits or as messengers between the world of the living and the realm of the dead. Some traditions see the Vetala as servants or soldiers of Yama, the god of death, playing an important role in the balance between life and death. They remind believers about respecting funeral practices and the spiritual world, encouraging people to maintain harmony with the supernatural. Even today, Vetala continue to appear in Indian films, books and television series, capturing the imagination of new generations. Many horror stories, comics and detective tales borrow elements from Vetala legends, making this spirit well known far beyond its ancient roots. People still tell Vetala stories during festivals, reminding everyone of the deep connection between old myths and today's culture. It is said that Vetala cannot be destroyed by normal means, but their hold on corpses can be broken by certain rituals, holy words, or powerful spiritual objects. Chanting mantras and using blessed water can force a Vetala to leave its host and return to the spirit world. Respecting the dead and performing proper funeral rites are believed to prevent a Vetala from haunting burial grounds at all. In some ways, the Vetala is similar to the vampires or ghouls from European stories, although it does not feed on blood, but rather occupies dead bodies. Like the Japanese Yuri and the Chinese Jiangshi, the Vetala is a restless ghost, but its role in riddles and wisdom is special to Indian culture. The tales of the Vetala stand out because they are not always about fear, but also about challenges, intelligence, and the quest for justice. The Vetala's chilling stories remind us that the world of the spirits is close to our own, and that respecting both the living and the dead helps maintain harmony. Whether terrifying or wise, Vetala captivate audiences with their mysteries, riddles, and lessons, leaving a powerful mark on Indian culture and beyond. In every story, they challenge us to think deeply, respect our traditions, and remember that some mysteries may never be solved,